I like Myron on Fresh and Fit. I've met them both, I would say, a few times. Fresh is a hard worker. He's doing well. He's entertaining. I think that they have a good dynamic going on. I would say that Myron's much more of the serious guy, and Fresh is a good talker. Like he's more, I guess, a bit lighter. He can talk to more people. Like he's someone, they bounce off each other well. I think Myron's more the serious business type, and Fresh is good at bouncing around and talking to people. Like people like to be around him. He's entertaining as well. He's a funny guy. And yeah, but I watch that show, and I don't watch it much, but I've seen a few clips or something like that. And some of the guys, these red pill guys and things like that. I watched one just recently that had this like fat dude with tits, and he's talking down to women, Donovan, and he is the fat fucking dude with fucking man tits, and he's just talking to women like shit. That doesn't help. Talking over them, not respecting them, but expecting respect, and speaking as though he speaks for all men, and just generally being a buffoon, and also thinks that it's masculine to run women over, to degrade them. You're on a public platform. It's not going to get guys anywhere to just fight with women on such a big platform. A platform that sculpts the very view of how many guys view women. It doesn't really help to just yell at them and treat them badly and, act like you think masculinity is just treading on women, and it's not. A lot of the time it's much the opposite. You can't have a debate or a talk or something like that and just run the other person over, and it's not masculine, because it's like you've all been brought on to talk, and you just shout, and you have a louder voice, so now you can just shout over them, and you don't care. You're not even going to listen to them, you're just going to yell at them. And then, as though this guy speaks for everyone, and he's got fucking tits. I saw another thing that they did, and they showed the guy was yelling at 20-year-old girls, saying how they weren't shit, and then he had some fucking old fat bag next to him. They looked like some fucking two that I would see on the street here. It looked fucking like some whale. It looked like she was a 50-pound bag of cement crushed in a fucking 2-pound bag. It's a fucking mess. It's sloppy and just disgusting. And then this is guy sitting next to his whale, and then he's talking terrible to 20-year-old girls about how they ain't shit. And he's with some old fucking bag. It's just bad optics, These are the same guys that will tell you, oh, you gotta, women are fucking pumped and dumped by the time they're 30 years old. And he's rolling with some fucking old bag that was way older than that. Look like complete shit. So, and again, I don't want to run this girl over. I mean, I'm not saying that she is a bad person. I don't know her. But you can't be that fucking tone deaf. You can't stand there and be the very guy that you're talking shit about. Some of these masculinity guys or red pill guys or all that stuff, it was so easy for me to just see through them. When I first started a year ago saying that it was garbage, that red pill was fucking hot as shit. And now people are getting a lot more aware. Now it's popular to say that it's shit. Say that it's trash, and the guys are fucking in that space are spurgs, because that's the truth. A lot of them, if they have anything, it's only because they've essentially profited off that ponzi, profited off that pyramid scheme. The revenue has moved to the top. In some way they have monetized it, and monetized it often off the misery of young guys. It's guys will pay money. I never understand the business model, but guys will pay money, put super chats in, just to degrade a chick. You're really reading out that they ain't shit, but why are you watching if they ain't shit? Who the fuck are you? You can't degrade someone unless you're willing to put yourself behind it. It's like being an anon. If you're an anon and you say that someone's ugly or something like that, you fucking have to present yourself like that's the way that men work. To have a voice, you have to be public. This isn't that's the very essence of being a man. You have to stand behind what you say. Some of you are fucking too scared to even stand behind what you say, and then you think that Like, you're not going to get pushed around by the government. You can't even stand up and speak. Like, you can't even have a public photo online and be like, mate, and maybe for some of you, it's because you're not perfect. I mean, I've had times where I was fucking fat, fat as fuck. I had a forum account where I was the same thing. I had a bodybuilding.com account. It took me maybe 6 months or 12 months on there before I put a photo. And that was back when everyone had photos. That was back when it was popping. Bodybuilding.com misc was like 4chan in its glory days. It was popping like crazy. It was great. And yeah, it took me probably 6 to 12 months to have a photo on there because I was a fat fuck. When I first joined on there, I was 260 pounds. Oh, wow. So it took me a considerable amount of time to get my shit together. But I eventually put a photo up and it made me accountable. I thought every time I posted something that this person sees me. I can't fuck around and troll because I'm not perfect. Like, I don't have my shit together, and they're going to see that because they're going to look at my photo and be like, oh, this guy's still chubby. Like, who the fuck is he to talk shit? He doesn't have his shit together at all either. So, but that's part of the growth. Like, that's how you grow. You stand there and say, I'm not perfect, but that's how you get better because you're now standing behind what you say. Like, you now got to a degree, a spotlight on you. And then it gets bigger and bigger as you get more public. Like, I'll walk around here, I'll take the car out. I'll take the car out and drive out. Always people are videoing, like probably every day. I'll drive the car out and someone in the very fucking car park will film me driving out. I probably get 10 or 20 times someone will film me just driving in a trip for like 40 minutes or more. It's the thing. People upload them online. They have car spotters here and people like that, and people tag me in it. So I'm accountable all the time. Like, I'm fucking there. Like, I'm visible. It's part of why there's a massive energy absorption if you drive a supercar. It's part of why it charges you.